Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and thank you for stopping by today. In today's video we're going to be making this smoky patty style jollof rice, and if you want to see how to make it, and yeah, please keep on watching. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe, like, share, drop your thoughts in the comment section, and let's get started. So for my pepper mix, I'm going to be making use of the roasting method. If you don't want to roast, you can just blend it or boil, anyone you want. So in here I have my Tatase, Shombo, tomato, 2 bulbs of garlic. I don't joke with garlic, like, yes, garlic is really important. So yeah, garlic, onions, Rodo, tomato, Tatase, Shombo, garlic and ginger. So I added my thyme and rosemary and sprinkled some oil and then put into my oven. So moving on to the protein, I'm going to be using goat meat today. Please feel free to use any protein of your choice, but I particularly love using goat meat stock for my jollof rice. So I blended this is about 3 kilos of goat meat. I blended my onion with garlic and ginger, and that's the paste that I poured. And then I have my seasoning cubes, curry, thyme, white pepper, black pepper. Those are the spices that I would normally use. My oregano, then obviously salt to taste, and then I give it a good mix. I don't add water this time. I just allow the meat to boil and release its own juice, and then if necessary then I'll add water. So yeah, I'm done putting all the spices. I'm just mixing everything together, and like I said, this is about 3 kilos of goat meat. I know it doesn't look much, but trust me, it's 3 kilos and it's a lot. Yeah, so I'm just going to mix everything together and then put it on the fire to cook. Guys, this is called Shallot Onions. I like to use it in my jollof rice. Guys, you should give it a try, like shallot. That's why I decided to show you guys. So now this is about 20 minutes later. I'm not satisfied with the consistency of the pepper that I am having, so I'm just going to turn it and put it back in the oven. So this is about 40 minutes in total. You guys can see how it looks. So this is the consistency I'm looking for. So I'm just going to, let it cool off, and then please don't do what I just did. And then you see, when you roast this, it's very easy for you to, it's easier for you to bring out the garlic as against trying to peel it. So now I allowed it to cool, and then I just blend in it. This is about an hour later. The goat meat is fully cooked, and you guys will not believe that I did not add water. Like the water you can see here is basically the juice that came out of the meat itself. Yeah, so I think the goat meat is soft and tender now, so I'm going to take it off the heat. So this is one trick I would normally do just to ascertain that my meat is ready. I just use my fork, and once it goes through easily, I just know that, yeah, my meat is ready. So, and then for fit farm purpose, I'm just going to be grilling this in the oven. Now moving on to the star of the show, which is the jollof rice. So I make this day I made about 12 cups of jollof rice. 12 cups. So if you're in Nigeria, I made about, and you use the derica, this is about 4 dericas of jollof rice. So into my hot oil, I like to put my bay leaf first, and then you see that onion that I poured, that's the shallot. That's my secret. It's a secret, guys. Go and try it. Your shallot onions. But if you don't have shallots, please feel free to use your onions. Just use a lot of onions, and then you allow it simmer before adding your before adding your tomato paste, and please, you need to fry your tomato. Don't rush on low heat. Please fry it till the color changes, and then you're going to now add the pepper mix. So what I like to do is that for my pepper mix, after, okay, we'll get there. So now I'm adding my seasoning powder, which is no, and after that I'll add my white pepper. Those are my secret ingredients, guys. Please take notes. My secret ingredients. My white pepper, rosemary, and that's curry. Be adding thyme now. Yeah, and I don't joke with thyme in jollof rice. Oh gosh. Yeah, my thyme, and then oregano if you want, but I like to put it, but not too much actually. Then I'm just going to stir it, allow it to keep frying. Guys, can you see how the oil is like floating? That's because I fried the tomato paste well, and then the pepper mix, because I grilled it, it's already like 80% cooked. Now my meat is ready. I'm just going to set this aside. Yes, and then I'll get back to my stew base. So now the stew base is ready. What I like to do, guys, is that now that this stew base is ready, I'm just going to scoop out like a bowl, and I'm going to scoop out the excess oil. You guys can see. So I'll just set it aside. And now this is my washed rice. Yes, I used hot water to wash it, and then immediately I poured cold water so it to stop the cooking process. The hot water is just to, remove the excess starch, and then I'm just going to mix the rice with the pepper mix, and I'll give it a good mix so that every grain of rice will be mixed with the pepper base. Do you guys get? So I'm just going to give it a good mix, and once I'm satisfied with it, I'll move on. You guys can see that I'm still mixing it, just because I don't want a situation whereby would have a part of some parts will not have stew base coated with them. Do you guys get what I'm saying, right? So that's why I'm just going to take my time to mix it very, 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 very well. So after doing that, I'm going to move on to you see that meat stock. Now this is the time to add it to your rice. Can you guys see this meat stock? Very, very rich, very rich, very rich. If you use this method there, tell me why your jollof rice will not bang. Like, just tell me. It's not even possible if you follow this process. And yeah, I'll be adding more water. I know they always say that you don't need too much water to cook your jollof rice. I know, and I accept too. It's just that me personally, I'll normally add a little more water, maybe because of the rice I'm using. Actually, maybe because I'm using the normal log grain rice, and trust me, this rice takes forever. So yeah, that's why I'll just put a little more above the rice level. Yeah, so just do whatever works for you. If you are using basmati, obviously you know that basmati doesn't take much water. And now I'm just going to be using my foil to seal it up. And please put the heat on low heat. You see that one? Don't joke with it. Put it on, obviously not too low, but not, I would not even put it in medium, just normal low heat, and then cover it. So this is about 45 minutes later. Yeah, this is about 45 minutes later. So I'm just going to be lifting and turning, lift and turn. So yeah, that's what I'm doing now. And yes, I noticed that it was still hard, trust me. So I just had to add more water. because of this rice. So if you need to know the rice you are using so that you would know how to work with it, this particular rice I'm using takes a lot of water, like, and so I added a little more water, covered it, and after some minutes the rice was ready. So now when I get to this stage, guys, you see that stew base, because can you guys see that it's kind of looking white now? You see that stew base that I set aside. Now this is going to be the time to add it to the rice. This is my style, and I think you should also consider doing it. Like, you would really, so all the flavors that has left, you're going to be introducing it back, and that's what I'm doing now. I decided to pour everything because I know that okay, it will still work. But if I know at this stage that this stew base that I set aside will be too much, obviously I'm not going to be using everything. This rice is a lot, but this pot, like, I know the pot looks like it's quite small, but trust me, it is a lot. So I'm just going to mix everything together so that everything will be nice and fabulous. So I'm just going to mix it together. And now for the smoky jollof effect, you see, for the smoky patty effect, now this is what you need to do. After stirring it up like this, now it's time for you to now make holes into, in fact, to be honest, this my own. At this point everywhere was already smelling like it was already smoky. You guys can see that some part of the pot looks burnt, so it was already kind of smoky, but I am extra, so I decided to add holes into it just so that the jollof rice would be more smoky, and that's what I am doing here. I think I made about 2 holes, and then after adding the holes, I'm now going to be adding, you see that hole that I am creating, I will now add my butter, guys, so it will now melt, and then that's what I'm about to do. I will now add the butter into the hole, and then I'll cover it up with your foil, and now turn on your heat to like highest and leave it for about 5 minutes. I used to leave. Can you guys see? This is about 5 minutes later. Can you see the way the smoke is coming out? Guys, this is it though. This is it. Our smoky jollof rice is ready. Bring your plate. Bring your plate though. Everywhere was ready. Guys, if you've watched to this point, please just subscribe. Please just click on that red button down and subscribe. I beg you, please. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, so please subscribe to my channel, like this video so that YouTube will recommend it to other people to see the video. So just like and subscribe, and if you want to be really kind, which I pray that you will be, drop your thoughts in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Just write something in the comment section. I'll be excited. So yeah, our jollof rice is ready. Bring your plate, and you can just serve it with your plantain, with cold malt or coke or juice, anything, and just enjoy. So I'm just going to be dishing it into this fine glass bowl, and I'm going to allow it cool off before putting it in the freezer. So I like to bulk cook, and then so when you're going to work or whatever, you're just going to have something to take out. So yeah, guys, this is the end of the video. Look at our beautiful jollof rice. Yeah, so let me know your thoughts in the comment section, and please don't forget to subscribe. I have a lot of videos on my channel that you should catch up on as well. It will mean a lot to me. Thank you guys for watching.